Friday. The former Vice President of the Gambia, Isatou Njies Saidy, has made her first appearance before the Jammeh Commission, probing into the financial dealings of ex-President Yahya Jammeh. The former Vice President delivered evidence related to the Operation Save the Children Foundation accounts and payments made under the former First Lady's Foundation. Kundaba has the rest of that story.
It's the first and most high-profile appearance at the Jammeh Commission. Former Vice President Isatou Njies Saidy came to the Commission of Inquiry in connection to Save the Children's Foundation accounts, of which she was a signatory and a board member. Her testimonies focus on the registration and establishment of the foundation, which according to the Commission comes with accountability and responsibilities. Madam Njies Saidy was asked to shed light on the establishment of the foundation and the office of the First Lady.
Being a First Lady, perhaps you might call it a public office, but it was at the State House, in her residence, just behind her residence.
Why would you call it a public office? It's the First
Number
Lady.
one Marina. No, because office of the First Lady has an office. The First Lady's office is part of the office of the President. So usually in many countries, not just in the Gambia, most of the time it's housed under the office of the President, the First Lady's office. Since the creation of this First Lady's office is in Africa.
When was the First Lady's office created?
I can't remember.
Because it certainly was not an office in the First Republic.
In the last few years, maybe last 10 years.
So the First Lady was regarded as a public servant?
Well, I don't think so, but by extension, all these First Ladies have their offices of the First Lady. That's what I presume, but the Operation Save the Children definitely is not a government, foundation. I know that.
The former Vice President also explained the reason why she became a signatory to the foundation accounts and further confirmed several payments made online for video purposes.
Did you not see, ma'am, that it was anomalous for you as Vice President to suddenly have executive authority for a private foundation by signing checks for it?
Well,
this is something you couldn't do for government. Why would you do it for the private foundation?
Because, again, somebody superior has asked and appealed and has justified the appeal that they want to give selfless service to society, to Gambians. So I just thought, okay, I cannot say no.
What was the purpose of that payment?
They told me it was an online video. The First Lady wanted to popularize the foundation and make it known to people and the partners, both within the country and without. And I think she identified some organization out there. When they brought me the check to sign, that's what they told me.
Former Gamtel MD Babakar Sanyang also continued his testimony in connection to a contract he signed in 2014 between Gamtel and MGI Telecoms, which he said was a directive from the office of the former president.
We tell at the time, without the bypass, they were going to create a total blackout for the country. And this bypass has been made with records. The traffic was being passed through this bypass to secure some of that national traffic. And gradually, the capacity on the bypass was being increased and more traffic was put on that bypass.
When he was asked to produce a tenancy agreement between the Gambia Diversity Agency and the Agro Oil Company, Mustafa Koli, former Deputy Director of the Gambia Granite Company, argues that there was no formal transfer of GGC to Agro Oil Company. The Commission of Inquiry will next embark on site visits in the provincial Gambia from Monday to Wednesday for further investigation into ex-President Jammeh's financial dealings. Reporting for GRT's News, I am Kumbaba.